Well, it's another day of unseasonably windy conditions as well as cool conditions as well. Thanks for clicking on to the Wednesday edition of Vogan's European Outlook. Hope everybody is well this hump day. Certainly we are very quickly rattling through even the month of July. It's just nearly a week done already, quickly approaching the middle portion of meteorological summer. And for many northern and western parts of the British Isles in particular, folks are asking, where is summer? Well, we may get a taste of something a little bit more than what we bargained for, actually, with regards to summer-like weather, in the middle portion of this month. Very intriguing weather charts, very complex, very difficult to pinpoint details, etc., etc. Excuse me. But, we have got this almighty fight between extreme warmth trying to lift north and Atlantic weather continuously trying to fight against that warmth coming north. And the UK is in the battle zone, so to speak. So this is the current setup as of today. We've got an area of low pressure to the north of the British Isles, a strong area of high pressure between the Azores and Ireland. So we've got a pretty brisk wind coming in from the west-northwest. We've got even restrictions on some of the bridges across Scotland today due to those winds, something you don't typically expect during the middle portion of the summer months, and indeed temperatures as well, again fairly subdued for the time of the year. This opening week of July 2022 will certainly wind up firmly below normal for the British Isles. When all is said and done at the end of the month, that is going to be interesting to see where we wind up. June started off cool, July has started off cool, and then with June certainly we've seen the temperature turning around, and I have a suspicion anyway that we'll see the same thing happening during the month of July. But we've got a temperature currently of only 13 at Altnahara, 14 at Loch Liskarnock, recent wind gust of 46 miles per hour here at Loch Liskarnock. And in fact, I was delivering to one of the vessels that came in the Ullapool Harbour, in the last couple of hours. Wow, it was like winter time. In fact, the amount of choppiness in some of the nearby lochs was pretty amazing, actually. It's just something that you don't typically expect to see at this time of the year, and it resembled something more like December or January, to be honest with you. Very gusty winds, that kind of mizzly rain that you get, especially at the coast, and it can be pretty dreek, actually. You can see folks walking around in Ullapool with jackets on, but yeah, it actually felt kind of muggy. It didn't feel particularly cold, but certainly it was rather miserable when you see the white caps in the water, the trees bending in the strong wind, that kind of misty rain coming down the loch, and just a bit on the dreary side. Certainly down across the southeast, temperatures again comfortable, pleasant, but marginally below average for the time of the year. As highlighted for some time now, towards the end of the week, that area of high pressure kind of nudges just a little bit closer to the British Isles, stays to the west, but nudges enough to start settling down the atmosphere, calming it down. Increased sunshine, particularly across southern portions of the UK, will see temperatures rising into the high 20s. It'll be the warmest temperatures of July so far. A week after, who knows where the temperature will go. Some of the models are back to the extreme, if you will, of upper 30s, even low 40s in the UK. Personally speaking, I'm not buying that at the moment anyway, but it's interesting to see that the GFS is back to where it was a while ago here, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens overall here. So this is, like I say, this is the current chart, and you can see the setup here: high pressure to the southwest, low pressure to the northeast, squeezing the isobars in between. Then as we push towards the Friday time frame, you see weather systems nudging a wee bit away from the UK. We should start to see drier and brighter conditions across more northern areas of the UK, and with lighter winds and sunshine, temperatures will respond quite nicely. But you notice here that the area of high pressure, according to the GFS anyway, only bodily moves into the British Isles proper by the time we reach the middle and second half of this weekend here. And all the while, as that area of high pressure then shifts slightly to the east of the UK, and with building heat across Iberia, that then opens a question as to what kind of air mass we're going to see coming northwards here. So if we look at the 850s, that kind of will show you a good representation of the type of air mass that we're going to have. So you can see here, this is of course 12 o'clock UTC Monday the 11th. We've got a pretty decent hot air mass over Iberia, but you notice here we've got a pretty fine cutoff. Now the proper warmth still to the south of the UK, but as we press through the week, there is a real fight going on between very hot conditions across the southwest. Low pressure near Iceland is going to try to deflect some of this heat southwards here. So it is the ongoing situation that we've seen throughout the course of this summer so far, this fight, this attempt at deflecting heat coming northwards here. And like I said to you, all it takes is for those systems just to kind of pull away enough, and the setup just falls into place, then the door may be open. I think if we do get a surge of high 30s in the UK, it's going to be similar to 2019. It kind of just hits all of a sudden and then it disappears once again. We've seen it, of course, last month when we've seen 32.7 recorded at Sandown Downham in Suffolk. You know, the heat was kicked out as quick as it arrived in the UK, and I think that's what we could be talking about here with this one. Now notice here, as we push towards the middle and second half of next week, this current run, one of many runs, so let's not buy into this and take this as gospel. We can't do that, we know that. But you notice here that it actually forces a lot of the heat further south once again. But cast your eyes to the Atlantic. Now we've got an area of low pressure that's going to be pushing eastwards. Look at this surge of warmth lifting out of Iberia and then now moving into the British Isles. And this is what's different here. We're seeing that position change with the low pressure to the north of the UK. And like I say, all it takes is for that to take place, and then you've got that open door, that transport of extreme warmth coming up into the British Isles. But as I say, it's a quick hitter. It's a transient pattern. More low pressure is waiting in the wings to come in off the Atlantic. So it comes up. Yes, it may hit hard, but it then may get kicked out very quickly indeed by the Atlantic here. So that is one surge lifting north, gets kicked out, extreme warmth across Europe. We've got a boiling hot Mediterranean Sea, very little in the way of weakening of that air mass coming out of Africa into the European continent. And we're going to be talking about plenty of hullabaloo with regards to global warming. This is climate change, blah, 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 blah. And, just watch this space. Look at the UK, back in a fresh, cool Atlantic, if not Arctic, air mass. Once again, the heat gets kicked well to the east of the UK here, as you can see. Do we see another surge of heat coming up into the British Isles? Well, according to the GFS, no is the answer to that here. So yes, very complex situation, but I do encourage you to keep it right here on my YouTube channel. I do appreciate the fact that you've watched today. If you enjoyed it, please drop a comment, like, share with your friends and family, and do indeed subscribe to the channel. It's free, so it costs you nothing. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Bye for now.